really?
There you go.
Oh, there you are.
We got with the slap. Just
We're very grateful.
not complaining.
No, very grateful.
Exactly. Right then, let's go right back to the beginning. What's your earliest musical memory?
Oh my goodness. Mine's a lot longer than yours, so you've got it
Well, I mean, music. I mean, you just mentioned Sarah Warren. I started out singing with Sarah.
Yeah.
And we were 14. When
Really?
We were out.
Yeah.
On the day.
Is that Worcester?
Yeah. We did a number of things, and then she went off with and joined the band. We were about 19, 20 then.
Yeah.
And it took me a bit later on in
Yeah.
life to get a band, but yeah. But that's how I started anyway.
So which school was it in Worcester?
Nunnery Wood.
And me.
Ah.
Oh,
We were in
Not the
the-
same time.
We were in the
Sure.
we were in the Nunnery Wood soul band together.
Really?
So that's
There's quite a few musicians come from Nunnery Wood. We've had
Yeah, it's a really good music.
Sue Bell from Journeyman. She
Yeah.
comes from, and also Wooden Horse guy Jamie Knight.
Oh, Jamie.
He went to Nunnery Wood.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
No, really good for music, Nunnery Wood.
It was rubbish when I was there. An old Scottish bloke on a piano, and that was it.
Very good.
What about you then, Richard?
Yeah, well, blimey. I go back. I've been playing in bands since I was about 16, which is a really long time ago.
Yeah.
They would get longer than I care to remember, to be honest. But my mother was and still is a church organist, so music was always in our family. That's sort of that. But my dad was in the Worcester Operatics, you know. He's the stage of music, and it's a natural progression, really.
Yeah.
But I still get a buzz for it now, you know. Did it for dare I say 30 odd years.
Oh yeah, if you didn't get the buzz, you wouldn't play.
Yeah, I was still playing every weekend, and never stopped. So
yeah. My mum was a church organist, but I never got the music.
Oh, really?
In, so. I'm the black sheep, aren't I? Yeah.
Mind you, I went through that whole thing of my mum sending me to piano lessons, and I used to hate it when I was a kid. You get to play. You don't want to listen to Beethoven and stuff. You want to listen to Led Zeppelin and stuff like that, don't you? But I'm grateful that I did it now.
Yeah, I wish I'd done it years ago.
Yeah, it's another school thing, isn't it? Oh, don't do that, but I'm so glad I did it.
Yeah. We had a piano in our place, and the earliest memory I can have of it is a mouse coming out of it, and my mum growing on a chair, and my dad chopping it up next day.
Oh, really? Oh, no!
What about your first ever gig then? Do you remember your first ever gig?
Yeah, I do remember mine very well. It was at the, I don't know what it's called now, Malvern Herefordshire House. Do you remember that? It's just been on Bikers Pub years ago, right at the top of the Witch Cut in there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I used to do gigs there.
I think it's just called the Witch now, but that was my first. That was about.
You used to be able to go upstairs though, didn't you?
Yeah, that was it. It was upstairs.
Yeah.
This was about 1988, something like that. It took a good old time ago, but I still remember it very, very vividly because your heart's pumping like mad, and now and again, so I do a lot of gigs, but now and again, my heart still pumps like mad before stuff. So
do you get nervous
why you do
gigs?
Well, I say nerves. I get excited about stuff. I really look forward to them.
Yeah.
Not so much nervous really. No. Nerves is when, you know, like tonight even, you sat in front of 2 or 3 people staring right down at it. That's quite nerve-wracking. But playing in front of, played in front of 5,000 people before, and it's fabulous. That's just a massive adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
I've played at Upton Blues Festival a couple of times.
Right.
Which is to 5,000 people.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the most. It's one of the best organised things you can go to because it's free. They pay the bands. I think it's a fabulous weekend if you but for music.
Yeah.
And that's probably one of my memorable occasions. Getting up in front of 5,000 odd people.
Would you say that's your best ever gig?
I think it probably was. Yeah. There's also there used to be a water festival in Upton now. We played the headline that 1 year, and again that was 6,000-7,000 people. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Wow.
So I think we're spoiled in Worcestershire.
We are, aren't we? Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I went to I had a holiday in Italy earlier in the year in Tuscany, and I couldn't find anybody playing anywhere. Nothing.
Really?
No bands, no musicians, nothing. I was saying that was a week ago. And I came back here.
You sure the tour's a good idea over there?
Well, maybe not. Now I think what they do, these villages, they have these big weekends where they book stuff.
Yeah.
And they'll have a jazz night and a rock night and something or other, and that's what they do. But I literally couldn't find anything, and I came back here the following week, and I saw about 4 bands, the consecutive nights. So I think we're spoiled in Worcestershire.
Definitely are.
It's good music.
Yeah,
it's good. I wish more people thought so and got out and watched stuff and supported it. There's a lot of bands out there playing original stuff, which I know what it's like. It's so hard.
Yeah.
You know, you desperately want people to hear it, but
Yeah.
you know, I wish more people could get out that, and instead of watching X Factor, they could go and watch a
Exactly.
That's what I'd like to see. You know, that's my rant.
Well, yeah. If one person listens to us tonight,
There you are.
it goes out there. Yeah. What about you, Hannah? Then your first ever gig?
First ever gig was with Sarah, we were in there with a keyboard player, with the Prince of Wales.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, Tullydine Road.
Yeah.
The place when you go in the door, everyone looks at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still like that, isn't it?
Probably is actually.
It was our first gig. I was 14, Sarah was 15.
Yeah.
There were a few ashtrays flying around, something kicked up. I
Normal
don't
day, isn't it?
I don't know, but that was our first
Yeah.
introduction into
Yeah.
it. Biggest gig I've ever done would be with the Magoos. I did a guest spot with them at the Upton Festival
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
Yes, it was last year.
Yeah.
Which was quite scary in the respect there was a lot of people there, but also I'm deaf in my left ear completely, and I contracted a really bad ear infection in my good ear, my working ear. That at that particular weekend, and it was so unfortunate. So when I look back on the video, I'm not exactly happy with what I hear.
That's why she sings so loud, isn't it? So
That's what it is.
I have to take my amplifier everywhere. Acoustic means nothing after.
Does it help you when you're singing? Because you're deaf in one ear?
It can do, yeah. If I'm with the band and say I am struggling to hear myself a little bit, I'll just plug my finger in my good ear, and I can just hear my head voice. It's like I haven't got to stand there like that.
No. No. I went to a gig on a weekend Sunday in Cripplegate Park, and you know, these OAPs with hands over their ears as this poor girl tried to sing.
Oh, I've had that before. When I've looked out to the audience. That's why I sing with my eyes closed. We were talking about this.
Yeah.
Just in case that moment you open your eyes.
Yeah.
Someone's going.
Yeah. It's too loud.
I know. Really puts you off.
I know.
Other people forget that your ears do adjust to music. That's
Yeah.
the point of it. If you play 6 or 7 songs and then it's still too loud, then fair enough. But the first number, it's always going to be loud. It's like putting your radio. I mean, you don't have it as loud as you have it when you finish this. That's there you are. I'm trying to explain that to people.
Do you want to rant as well?
No, please.
No.
No.
Do you want to rant about the roadworks in Bath Road?
Oh, yes, yes.
I want to rant about that.
Oh,
So
I'd
if
love
I'm
to,
on
yeah.
from the Timberdine Close. I spent 20 minutes on Timberdine Road, going 5 yards.
Yeah. I just turned around in the end.
Uh,
I got out of it.
what's going on? Sorted
There's
out
always
the
something going on with that road.
There isn't there?
Yeah.
I've noticed lately they're digging everywhere though, for some reason.
Yeah, it's at the end of the council budget or something.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I didn't say that.
There's a song out there somewhere. I'm sure there is. Right, time for another one?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What are we going to do this time?
Another South Pen one, which I'm going to be singing. It's a song called Beautiful. It's a bit